My eyelashes on, y'all. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bri Anaya, and today I have a special video for y'all. Now, I know before y'all say anything, I haven't seen y'all in like what, 2-3 weeks, but y'all, it's only because your girl done got her a job. Me doing labor work. What? But yes, your girl done got her a job, y'all, and literally I have to be up at 4 in the morning for work. So if you do the math, I usually get off in the afternoon, and when I get home, I don't want to do anything but rest and be on my phone. So in conclusion, I just want to apologize and say that I'm sorry for abandoning y'all, but just know I am not going anywhere. I just need time to kind of, you know, get used to this new schedule. But anyway, just want to let y'all know, for any incoming freshmen and people who are inquiring about going to FAMU, I know y'all confused right now, because it's like, what is it going to be like in the fall? All this about corona, and people don't know if we're going back to campus. Like, y'all, Twitter is going crazy. Like, we don't know what's next. So I am here to let y'all know what's tea and what it's going to be like in the fall. Because just like y'all, I'm just as confused, I'm just as nervous, I'm just as scared, I'm just as lost, I'm just as confused. But we are going to straighten all of that out today in this video, where I'm going to talk about what FAMU was going to be like this fall. So, I have my handy danny iPad with me today, y'all, because I'm finna give y'all some real sources. I'm not finna just be talking off the top of my head. I'm finna give y'all the real tea from the governor and all that. So, and the president of FAMU. First, I'm gonna cover like the whole political side. Alright, so I'm just gonna literally read directly from the article and just kind of like summarize it and give it to y'all in like a real form or whatever. So the title of the article says, or is, Coronavirus in Higher Education, FAMU may limit in-person fall classes to certain students. Now this was published May 21st, 2020. So this is kind of like the most recent, you know, article that I could find. So, okay, I'm just going to read it. Florida A&M University will only allow face-to-face instruction for freshmen, graduate researchers, and those students in experimental learning. So that's like labs and stuff. Sophomores and juniors and other students not falling in these categories would continue the education online until there is a clearer picture of where Florida stands in addressing the COVID-19 pandemic. Governor Ron DeSantis has said he expects Florida's public universities to bring students back this fall in some fashion. The community reasons that studies show face-to-face instruction is best for incoming freshmen and allows for blocking scheduling, as freshmen have not yet registered for classes. Other considerations under the proposal including changes to the academic schedule, high levels of face-to-face interaction, and defined student population allows for easier social and physical distancing compliance while focusing on priority tiers, the committee wrote in this report. The reduction in the number of students eligible for in-person instruction also will mean a reduction in the number of students living in residence halls. And the return means a focus on screening and testing for students and faculty, with an educational emphasis on self-testing for temperatures, other symptoms associated with the virus. Tatum says students will be encouraged to self-test using a smartphone application, and follow-ups will conducted with student health services. Access to buildings will be limited, and facility and students will be required to wear masks to help reduce a positive indication of COVID-19. Strict social distancing guidelines will be enforced throughout campus. Personal protective equipment will be supplied, shield guards will be in use, and intense disinfection practices will continue. Though details have yet been worked out, priority testing will be made available to those experiencing symptoms of the virus and those possibly in contact with someone testing positive. Employees in areas high risk for exposure, such as first responders, campus housing, and facilities. In response to a question from Trustee Robert Woody on temperature checks for everyone entering buildings, Tatum said that it is something to explore. It is something to explore, but there is a cost factor involved. The Palmetto North Apartment, south of campus, will remain open to house students ordered into quarantine after possible exposure and those ordered held in isolation after testing positive. Wow, I did not know that. Facility will have to quarantine at home if they test positive for the virus. The presentation raised questions. On-campus interaction, something students crave as part of their experience, will take on a different meaning. Homecoming, as it is known, will not be experienced, and fall football remains in question. So as far as that, you guys, so basically what I've heard and what I've seen and what I've just read in other articles and tweets that I've read, it basically states that the only people who will be online on campus are freshmen, graduate student researchers, and those who take like clinical labs and stuff like that. As far as sophomores, juniors, and seniors, we will remain online. So all of our classes and all that will be online. So as far as like transfers for you guys will be online, but for freshmen, you guys will be on campus. Now, what I also want to cover is housing, because I know some of you guys have just applied for housing, some of you just selected your housing. So I also want to cover what I just received. I just received an email not too long ago, kind of talking about housing to begin the process of residential distancing. That's what they are calling it, residential distancing. That's the whole thing. So the department closed the housing application portal on Friday, May 29, 2020 at 5 p.m. This will provide the department with adequate time to remove students that have been assigned in rooms with double occupancy to a room with single occupancy. So for those who have applied to stay in a dorm that has doubles, which is 2 beds, you have a roommate in your room, you will be moved to a single dorm. If you are a student who already has a room assignment, which means you already have like your room selected, there is a possibility that your room assignment will be changed. You will be notified on July 6, 2020 of your new room. You won't have a roommate you won't have a roommate. All rooms will be single for the 2020-2021 school year. In the apartments, the singles will remain the same. The double apartments will have one person assigned to each room. Oh my God, when I tell you y'all, if I could have had the room that I shared my roommate with by myself, like that would have been a pretty decent room. It was decent. I loved, my whole situation, but like just imagining being in that room in that dorm, like that would have made that experience, like it was good, but it would have made it like perfect. So for those who are going to be like moving from a double to a single that stays in the double, y'all lucky. But anyway, yeah, for example, in an apartment that would normally house 6 people, which is what I had per apartment, now will be only 3 people in there, which is pretty cool. There is a possibility that you will be moved to a different building. All students will be notified July 6th. All rates will be adjusted to reflect the semester dates approved by the University Board of Trustees on June 4th. If you no longer want to live on campus, you can cancel your housing assignments. You may cancel without penalty if you submit your information with this link by Monday, June 22nd. So if you've already like applied for housing and submitted your deposit, your $200 deposit, and you don't want to stay on campus anymore, you can cancel it and you won't be penalized if you submit something by a certain date. I'm gonna see if I can put that link also in the description box. If you have already paid the $200 deposit but have been placed on the waiting list or have not been able to book your bed space online, with the closing of the portal and the launch of the residential distancing practices, you will not be guaranteed a bed space. It depends on when you apply and how many cancellations they receive and what the space will be like, what the availability will be like. To summarize everything as far as like housing, if you selected to be in a double, you will be moved to a single. I know that showers will be scheduled. If you are staying in a dorm that has a community bathroom, you will be looking forward to scheduling your shower. So make sure y'all plan accordingly and schedule accordingly, because that's crazy, because I don't want to have to take my bath at a certain time. I want to take it when I want to take it. As soon as you tell me when to bathe. But anyway, that's that. And I also want to kind of read off of some tweets as far as campus life and dorm life. That's how everything is looking. You guys will be required to wear a mask. A lot of things is just going to be really different. There aren't going to be any on-campus events, so There's no set Friday. There won't be any parties. I know that a lot of students are planning on going back to campus, not campus, but going back to Tally, like staying in an apartment. I know that people who are out of state, they are not planning on going back simply because they are still being, as of now, they are still being charged out of state tuition. And a lot of people don't think that's fair simply because that's just ridiculous. The things that I've read as far as, you know, how campus life is going to be at Famu this fall. So President Robertson is currently addressing viewers. Okay, blah blah blah. So to adhere to the health guidelines, students will have access to use the computers and program facilities. As far as like people who are in journalism, if you are your major journalism, some of your classes you have to take like certain computer classes like Photoshop and InDesign and stuff, and you have to use Mac computers, and not everyone owns a Mac computer, so they have those in the School of Journalism library. So basically with that, they're saying that those who do need to use those resources or type of resources, they will allow that, but you still will have to adhere to the guidelines, meaning, you know, mask, and they're probably going to have like a limit of people who can be in there at a certain time. So that's that. Robertson also states that large gatherings of 10 or more people will be prohibited unless they're held in rooms that can hold 10 or more people and allow a strict 6 feet distance between the group. I also found a tweet that stated that if students wish to opt out of campus housing, they can by June 22nd at 5 p.m., which I believe is next week. Students that are living on campus in the fall will receive updates on more and dates. Famu Village will remain two to a suite because rooms are separate. Dorms with 2 beds and 1 singular room will be limited to 1 student per room. The Famu Towers will remain an upperclassmen residence hall. Yeah. Ephesus Student Union will be conducting virtual programming during the fall semester. All organizations must plan to hold virtual events. Greek organizations will also be prohibited from performing in-person membership intake. Alright, y'all, so I guess my camera ended up like cutting off when I was talking, so I did not record the rest or the remaining of the video, and I'm so mad because I said some really good stuff. So what I'm gonna just end up doing is just commenting down below what else I was going to say, and if you guys literally have any questions, feel free to DM me or just comment below whatever you guys want to know. I am so sorry. I really apologize, and I just really don't want to like re-record this video because I made a lot of good points and it's a good video. So yes, I love you guys and I thank y'all for watching this video. Yeah, just give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below any questions. Bye.